Hi, it's Rosalie with Can't Wait to Plan. How you guys doing? Okay, so I am participating in a YouTube hub with Karren from Created with Karren on a 800 subscriber celebration hub because she just reached that milestone. So congratulations, Karren. There's a list of all the participants down below in the description box. So please be sure to check them out. And if you like their content, please consider liking it and subscribing to their channel as well as me too. Anyway, the only thing she had asked for us to do is to make it bold and bright because she likes bright colors. But in any case, I decided to do something bold and bright. I think it's colorful, and at least I don't know if it's bright, but and I wanted to scrap lift an element of a layout that she did recently that I don't know if it was, yeah, I think it is relatively recent, where she added a waterfall element that's usually used in card making and journal making into her scrapbook layout. And I've always wanted to try one of those, and I just never really did. It's actually pretty simple to do, but I've never done it because it is a interactive element, and usually that means that you have to take your paper out of the sheet protector before you can use it. But in any case, so I'm incorporating that. So Karren, I hope you like that. In any case, I went through all my dog collection, which I have quite a bit, paper pads and so forth. And actually, I didn't even go through the paper pads, but I went through the collection kits that I have and the stash that I have, which I also have quite a bit from a long time ago. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And you probably don't know that I had stopped scrapbooking for about 15 years when my kids were younger. And I didn't quite get back to it until this year. I started to want to get back into it last year, but I spent the whole year buying stuff. That needless to say, I still have a lot of stuff from before. And believe it or not, the one that I really like to use for this collection happened to be my old stash stuff, not my new collections that I picked up since then, but nevertheless. And for those of you who are already subscriber to my channel, thank you so much for keep coming back for contents and inspirations and whatever. Okay, so this collection, isn't it so pretty? I actually would like to cut these out, fussy cut these out and use as titles or as whatever for not for this page, but for other pages. But unfortunately, I don't even know who makes it. It doesn't say anywhere. I don't believe this was from a paper pad because I didn't used to buy a lot of paper pads. And it has nothing, but it's really, really good weight paper. I love it. If any of you have this and can tell me where what company manufacture it, I would love to have that information. I'm kind of a weirdo when it comes to that. I like to know where things come from and when they were manufactured and things like that. So I keep track of all of that. If you ever need something in that arena, and it's manufactured within, I don't know, whatever. I actually have some old stuff too, but let me know. I probably have that information. Anyway, and this one, and so this paper is plain and it's all matte, but this one they have, I don't know if you can see it, but they have like certain, like that paw. You see how it's kind of, it got glitter, but it also got almost like a glossy accent to it. I absolutely love it so much. It's this one I'm also gonna cut apart. It's kind of like a cut apart type page. And I love this. This one, if you use it as a whole page, I think it's a waste because all of the paw hearts are glitter and glossy accent up. So I plan to cut these apart to use either on this page or maybe on other pages. as well, the doggy page that I have. And then they have this paper, which was completely covered. It's 12 by 12, but it was oriented, so this side was cut exactly like that. So I just fussy cut this part out because I wanted on both. I only have one piece of this paper. Isn't that gorgeous? No, it's all, you know, glossy accent up, glitter up. And on this side, the order of these were different, and where they had this one, which I really wanted to be on the other side, it was kind of in the middle. So I had to kind of did a little bit of surgery to make it the way I like. So like this was not here. I actually cut it from over here and move it here, and this was where the zigzag was, and then where I cut out the zigzag, whatever. But anyway, so I fussy cut it out and made it so that I can use it on the other side. So then I was looking for the background paper that these gonna go on the side. I decided to do like a vertically split page like that on my two page layout, and I went through everything. And again, the only paper that I like to go behind this was this paper from, let me see who it was from. It was from a company called Around the Block, and this is, God, look at that, 2005. And I don't see anything else from them these days, so I don't know if they're still around, but it's the paper called Give the Dog a Bone. So cute. But you see how it is really well matched with coordinate really well with that kind of reddish color on this page, on this in this paper. And the other one I found, and I want something kind of a little bit fuzzy so that it's not so busy, since this is so busy already. And all the other stuff I have, especially from the current collection, tend to be smaller icon and like paw print or whatever the case may be, and it's super strong, you know. So it was gonna be way too busy on the thing. And I tried the plain cardstock. I didn't love that either, so I love that. So that's what I'm going to use. So this is how it's going to be on the 2-page layout. Okay, so let's get started on the, oops, I didn't yeah, you see how I had to surgery that a bit. Okay, so let's get this put onto the paper. And again, I finally got my 𝘀𝗵𝗽𝗶 HET gun to work so well. I'm so happy. Oopsie. Well, but gotta be well enough for the user too, because this user is not that experienced with using that humongous HET gun. It is big, huh? I wish they made it a little bit. Oh shit, what am I doing? I wish they made it just a tad smaller of a gun, because it is quite real. Oh my gosh, I'm like ripping it. It doesn't matter, since this is going to be behind the thingy. It is quite big, you know, for some of us who have, oh my gosh, I like totally killed this thing. Better do it from the top. It's hard to do it on video because you can't stick your humongous head in there, right? So anyway, you can see that I wanted to make sure that I'm going to cut the bottom, not the top, just in case I make any mistakes and stuff like that. The solid color on this side is pretty too, and I have some of these, so I did try that, but I didn't like that on the back. I mean on the front, because cardstock would be minimally distracted, right? Okay. So anyway, so how you guys been? Doing anything fun lately? What did you guys do for Halloween? Yeah, I didn't do anything. We're turning into like old fart people, where, you know, we put a basket of candy out front And then we just we just put a sign say, please take what you want. And we had some teenage boy in the neighborhood that literally empty out the whole bucket and didn't leave it for anybody else, which is really sad, really mean. But anyway, we just didn't feel like dressing up and answer the door like we used to do, because our kids are all grown, so they already left. I mean, my son is in college, he just started, and my daughter dressed up, went to a haunted house with her friends and trick-or-treating with her friends in a different neighborhood, because our neighborhood is kind of secluded and the houses are kind of far apart. I don't live on farmland or anything. I live right in the city, but it's kind of one of those neighborhoods with some of the houses have gated, and it's just hard to get to. So we don't have a lot of kids trick-or-treating in this area. If the families have kids, they go to a different, man, this paper is hard to cut. They go to a different neighborhood to trick-or-treat. Okay, let me make sure everything is back in the view. Okay, so then I figure I have a bunch of little photos, and then I have 2 photos that I made a little bit larger. So I have so this is a really funny story. I don't know if you can see that really well. This is my dog 𝘄𝗶𝗍. This is my dog 𝘄𝗶𝗍. He's really cute. He's a Morkie. He's a Maltese Yorkie mix. And we rescue him and his brother 𝘄𝗶𝗍. We rescued them about, they're 14 years old now. And we rescued them when they were 10 and a half, approximately, because we don't really know the true age. And 𝘄𝗶𝗍, I don't know if he's the younger of the 2 brothers, because, you know, they were born from the same litter. I recently made, at the beginning of the year, I think, I recently did a new desk, because my old desk, which was a really large solid wood table, literally collapsed. I had put in some extender, and you know how the it was a dining room table, that really nice one, and it has 2 extension table thing in the middle, and I put them both in because I needed all the space, all the table space for my craft room. And I put so much crap in it that it basically crack in the middle where the extender thing is, because it's not well supported. Luckily I had enough stuff underneath that it didn't just like fall all down, you know, but it definitely was, I wasn't able to use that table for crafting for like, I think a year and a half, 2 years before I actually changed it, because again, I didn't get back to crafting until recently. So I changed this recently. I think I did a video on this on one of the monthly hop I was participating in, called Let's Get Organized. So check that out. But so before I had this was not covered like that. So he had plenty of room to jump on. I always have some cards, something in the back. These are the Sterilite card, and so he jumped on there, and he loved to kind of just sit. He likes to sit up high. So anyway, so now with the table there, so he barely have room to jump in and just sit down there, right? So he goes there a lot of the time, and then if I'm eating, he would perch right on top of the couch, right next to my neck, like to remind me that please feed me, whatever. So I have these 2, which basically the same kind of pictures. They're all like this, but I had them, he had different expression in his face. So I also made a whole bunch of 2x3s of different expression. He had, that's so cute. He's so cute. He's so dependent now, spoiled rotten dog. So anyway, I have these 2 big photos that I thought maybe I will do it something like because this is kind of busy. I wanted to show my desk and how little the room he has here. So I figured maybe I do something over here and then maybe the title there. And I wanted to do that waterfall element here with the small pictures and then maybe my journaling here. Okay, so that was the plan, and I did a lot of the work already to prepare for this because there was no way that I could do these. I mean, my video for the 2-page layout is already usually about an hour. So if I didn't plan it and just sit here, I'm a slow crafter. So to sit here and do this, my thinking process, without planning ahead of time, I would be here forever. So anyway, I already went ahead. I picked the blue that was closest to the paper that I have that was closest to this blue. Actually, it was closest to the alphabet that I decided to use on the page. It was closest to that. And so I already mounted on a dark brown as well as a, did I mount it already? No, I didn't. I need to do that. I just did it on, I always do before I completely committed to the thing. I always use my, I'm sure you know it, the repositional tape. That's my lipstick stuff. The removable tape glider, so that way I can change my mind if I wanted to. So I love that one. But now that I'll commit, I'll go ahead and glue it with real glue. So I figured I'd do that. So let's do this side first, and then we'll get going on that. Okay, so let me glue this down. And you can get going. So anyway, I decided just did the blue instead of doing the full around the whole photos. I just did a little border just because I need the blue to kind of make it stand out from this side, and that's how I wanted to do it like this, because there's this couch part here that's not very I can cover it. I didn't want to cover the table, and this is kind of busy, so I definitely didn't want it from there. So I was thinking something like that. Then I found so to do the king of the castle, or king, I decided to do king of the couch, and I had these that were in big 12 by 12 chipboard. It was a sticker. Yeah, it was a sticker, and they just had a whole bunch. They had several of these. I bought them all. It was just, and I did never even use it. So they just have these tiles. They have some, so they have a whole board of different color. For this color tile, then they have another color combination, and then they had circle, they had whatever. So I recently took them off of the board. I found this cute little container from Michael's recently, because these didn't fit in some of the other stuff I have, and I really kind of wanted alphabetized. I didn't want to have to search so hard for the alphas when I need to use it, so I'm glad for that. So I picked, they had these, they have it in 4 different color. Every alphas have 4 different color, that sort of what do you call this color? Not magenta, whatever, kind of like a plum. And then they had this blue, and they had this green, and then the last color they have is this pretty blue. So it comes in those 4, and it's mixed. So you have one alpha in all 4 colors like that, which is kind of annoying because you know that we need more than one letter in a certain colors. So I picked that blue, which to me was the closest to the thing, and I spell it out here. Okay, so king of the couch. Now couch have 2 C's, so I only had 1 C in that color, and I'd only have 1 H in that color. So, and one O, so it was all kind of messed up and it didn't look good at all. So I decided to try to find a different alphabet. I wanted to sort of make it a different font anyway to make it more interesting. So I look in my stash. I'm so happy I'm starting to use my old stash. I had recently organized all of my alphas, and these did not fit in, you know, in the 8.5 by 11 sheet protectors that I normally use. So these are stickers, and they're just really pretty denim. And I can't even remember, I don't have who is from, because if I do, then it would be label on here. But anyway, I love it. So again, they only have one in each letters. So I only have cough, not couch. So I figure I could easily cut this out to match this, because obviously the G is very similar to the C, right? So I figure I do that. I'm sure you guys have done similar surgery on. I'm going to save that just in case I needed to make up something like a dot on the I or whatever. And then I just need to round this out a little bit to make it into the C. Oops. I should have used the my fabric cutter instead of my Tim Holtz. Okay, I kind of messed that up a little bit, but that's okay. There you go. So King of the Couch, okay? And then I save a couple of these just to show you. I'm sure you've done that. You know, when you get these from the chipboard, big 12 by 12, you have to rip them off of the board that it's on. You always get these annoying things that help them stay in the board. So I need to file that down, right? I need to file that down. Unfortunately, as you file down, you'll see that you're going to take off. If you want to file it down well, you're going to take off some of the paint on the top, which actually, after I start doing it, I really like the effect. So I did it even more because I think it helped the thing stand out from that background. Anyway, the blue helps stand out anyway, but I think it's a nice shabby chic look. And I don't even need to ink it, the borders or anything, because these are treated glossy material on the chipboard, so it doesn't hold the ink really well anyway. It smears quite a bit until it dries. So I actually like this better. So I didn't do the last two so that I can show you what I do, just in case you're wondering. I'm sure you guys are so experienced and know all that anyway already. But you know, we do have virgin scrapbookers, right? We were all virgin once. Yeah. That was so long ago. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we would always welcome Virgil Scrapbooker because it's such a fun and rewarding hobby, right? Okay, I'm gonna blow just to get some of the dust off. All right, so anyway, I got that going, so I figure we'll just do something like this. And yeah, I think, are these stickers? I just want to make sure again if they are, or do I have to glue them down? I won't even bother gluing them down until, I think until after I'm off camera, because I forgot to take these half off. You know how I try to take them half off, just I'll do them off camera when I pause the video a little bit. So I was thinking of doing like king off. And why not I do them straight, or what do you think? Straight or kind of haphazardly? Because it may be kind of fun that way too, right? King of the Couch. So cute. He's so cute, right? Love my 𝘄𝗧cie. Something like that. Now I think I'm going to do it straight because it's square, so it's kind of welcome that look. Okay, so something like that for this side. And I'll get off of the, I'll pause for a little bit after we get this side started so I can glue everything down, and I'll come back. Okay, now on this side, the, I'm back. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and glue everything down before I started this side. And what I have done here is I went ahead and did my journaling. The way I do this, if you guys wanted to see how I do this, if you're not comfortable with doing this on the computer with a 12x12, I don't have a 12x12 printer. What do you call that? Large format. I don't have that. I just have the regular 8.5x11, but I did cut it down. Unfortunately, I forgot, and I already glued this thing, the borders down beforehand, but so I just cut it as much as I could underneath it, and you can tell it's not even straight. But there's a much better way to do this if I didn't forget that and had done it ahead of time. I actually just wrote this, but it's so sweet. It's just like, this is a little bit harder to do, but it's so nice because it's just sort of part of the page. I don't have to print it on vellum or anything, but there's a trick to it. If you want to see it, comment below. And then I don't remember if I don't know if you remember, I had mentioned that I had a whole bunch of these small pictures. I mean, they all look kind of the same, like these two, but there's different expression on his face I thought was so cute. So I printed out 2x3s, I think, and cut it out, and I had to trim a little bit to fit into these little kind of like Polaroid frame that I found, and they look something like this. You know, it's this part, this little middle part comes out, but I decided to leave it in because my photo is a little bit smaller, and I wanted to have a little bit of a mat around it. But isn't that so cute? It even have the paw print, look like it's kind of embossed onto the paper, but it's not. And that come from the collection of it's a really cute, it's the Knitwood company, but they're part of they are distributed through Crafter Companion, and I got these on HSN. I'm sure you can still find them. They're from last year, but it's really, really cute. So these are their toppers. I think I've shown it in one of my videos, and so forth. And they had a whole page of 4 different styles of this, and they were 3 each. So this one, there's a flowery one, and then there's the 2 that I chose to use. So I had 6 photos, so I was so lucky because they're right here. See, so I picked this one and this one to use 3 of each, so that's like perfect. And then the rest of their, you know, they have alphabet, they have cats too, so it was not just dogs, but there wasn't that many cats, so it was nice to be able to get this. They do have a whole paper collection. Some are printed, and then they have another patch of just solid paper. It was right now, I mean, when I got it, it was really good sales too. So anyway, and so I was hoping to show how I created this waterfall features on it. I think I mentioned I can't even remember, that I mentioned that I wanted to scrap lift this element from Karren, since it's her celebration hop, but it's she didn't show it in detail in that particular video, which was just recent. If you go to her channel, I'll see if I can remember to put a link down below, but it's anyway, I did scrap lift that part, and it didn't show in detail, so I had to YouTube search a bunch of different waterfall tutorial. I think I watched like 3, and the one that was the best was I think it's app card or wall card or something. She does cards, and she showed them with dimension and everything with that particular one, but it was only for the size that matches the frame that she was using, the size of this thing that she was using, which was not the same as mine. And I couldn't find one, a tutorial. Maybe there's one out there to show you how to figure out the dimension of the mechanism and everything based on the size of the thing that you're using, the frame or the photos or whatever it is. So I had to like create my own. So it was sort of a hassle, and I was hoping to show it on the video, but then I realized once during this page and coming back for this page that the YouTube has to be posted on Saturday instead of Sunday, because Karren had posted the time was on Sunday, November 6th, in Australian time. So they're 18 hours ahead of me. So that means she was going to post it at 5 a.m. Australian time tomorrow, which is Sunday or whatever on Sunday. And that means I have to post it by, I think, 10 a.m. in California time. So anyway, I couldn't show it because it was going to take too long and everything to upload and even create it and stuff. So I went ahead and did all of it offline. And if you like to see that and how to figure out the dimension and, you know, go through the hassle that I went through from the learning curve on that, let me know and I will show it to you. But basically you can see it just go like that. Okay, which is super cute, and you can accommodate a lot of photos. Unfortunately, of course, with this kind of interactive thing, you have to take the page out of the sheet protector in order for you to do it, but it's fine. You can definitely tell and see how most of them show you like just a 1/4 of an inch difference, and I really want it to be bigger to kind of go across like this. So I wanted this and I also wanted this to be shown. So I wanted the spacing of it to be 3/4 of an inch instead of 1/4 of an inch, and that way it makes my waterfall part bigger to scan the page, because that's basically all I wanted up here. So that took some time too. So while we're here, let's go ahead and embellish the back of it, because I definitely don't want to leave it blank as people move it in and out. So I have a whole bunch of stickers that excuse me. I have a bunch of sticker sheets from the different collections that I have. And so let's just go through it real quick and see what we can pick for these, okay? And it can be any of them. So let's see. This one is My Dog from Echo Park. And I'm looking for something not too small because I want it, you know, to take, you know, to kind of look nice on that. Life is better with a dog. That one is good too. They're both saying the same. Love is a four-legged. Okay, so I like this because I like the background that it's white, so it blend in with this. Although I don't have to blend in with it, and it has the right coloring. This one, the blue is a little bit too strong and too much of it, and it's the wrong blue. So I think I'll use this one. Let's see. I kind of like it. What do you guys think? I think I want a little bit of a frame with it. It just seems, I don't know, it seems like it's just weirdly floating in there. So let me see. I have the same paper here. I use the closest cardstock that I have that kind of go with the blue of the tile here, because I definitely did not, this was, you know, the blue of the alphabet tiles. Just my goodness, it's kind of early in the morning. I'm gonna be gone all day today for a boutique that I'm participating in, so I have to get all of this done and uploaded before I leave at 7 o'clock. So Oh my gosh. I was hoping to finish this video tonight when I get home. I'm going to round it the corners since the sticker is rounded. And I don't even think I cut it evenly. Oh well. Oh, and before I forget, I created this little pull tab with just some fabric. They're not even corners, but fabric strips that I bought as a bundle at Tuesday Morning last year. And so it's kind of, I'm not even going to bother. So I'm just going to glue this bit down. I think that's good, right? Good enough. Good enough for government work. I don't know why they come up with that. I guess the government work is not that good or that bad. I don't quite understand that American idiom. Good enough for government work. Okay, so then let's see. So I actually, because I didn't want the It's a Rough Life to repeat over and over, I did pick out some strip sentiment. This one say Men's Best Friend from the one, I think we're done with this one. From this one called Bark from Echo Park as well. They had these strips that kind of fit nicely in there. So I chose the blue one since we have blue here. And this one say I love my dog this much from here too. Okay, so so that's what I did here. So let's see if there's anything on here. Oh, I like this one. I think that fits, right? Yeah, and we don't even have to have a frame or anything. Let's do that here. Cute. Okay. And then, see if anything else here. Me and my best friend, that's cute too, but it's a little small, and also there's no pictures of me in there or my daughter, so therefore this one just say roof roof, and that's kind of big. So let's try that. We have so many blues here, so let me see if I can paste. I'll do it over here, so maybe we find something in a different color here. That's cute. Super cute. That already have kind of a nice frame. Anything here else here? You know, if all else fails, snuggle with your puppy. I need to be in there to be snuggling. Okay, that's all there is on that one. So this one is from Puppy Love from 𝘀𝗵𝗸𝗲. So actually, on this particular strip, there's some and so forth. This actually show. Normally it doesn't show, but because of the way I did it, it has to show. So I wanted to kind of cover that a little bit, because once you put together back the thing, that still show, you know. So maybe I find one of these Friends Forever. That okay, no, but I'm not in there either. Your Possum, that's cute. And there's some orange in there. This is nice. You're so doggone cute, and that's the similar blue, so that's gonna blend in kind of well. I'm gonna use that, I think, for here. Let me see if I can center that. I try to center that little pull tab with the fabric, but it was hard to do, so it's not quite centered, but it's okay. Yeah, that looks good, right? Okay. Let's see, so how many more do I need? 1, 2. So I need 1 more, 2 more, 2 more. This is glue down here, so let's find 2 more. Let's find that. These are too big. Too big. Okay, I don't have any more here. I just want to stay home and hang out with my dogs. Is that so cute? This is Dog Lover from Photo Play. This one is good. Paws Down, You're the Best, and it's kind of brown, even though it's not the. It's close enough. It has some. It's good, and it kind of matched that, so that's okay. Okay, let's do that. And actually, I actually would have preferred on the one that doesn't have as much color as that, but that's okay. It's a little small, huh? Maybe there's a doggy or something I can use. Maybe this one, because he's kind of similar. Yeah, let's do that. Let me bring it up so I can see, because I'm standing kind of high to kind of watch. Ooh, okay, too late. Okay, that's good. So I have one more. Mr. Wigglebutt. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. Eat, sleep, and play. That's a good one too. See anything else on here? This one is I Love My Dog from Echo Park. Yeah, these are all a little bit big. I could use one of these cute doggies with the two legs spread out here. And then I do have this one called Fetch from Photo Play. Happy dogs. A dog laughed with his tail. He's not really showing any tails here. Okay, so nothing here. This one is an old one from Creative Memories. And I don't know what's the collection name, doesn't really say here. Say 𝘊𝗶𝗸𝗲. I guess that's the designer. Really cute, but I think they're way too big, and also the coloring is not really matching. And we're not walking at all. Then I have a Dog Tales from Echo Park. Woof means I love you in dog speak. Again, this coloring is a little bit off. It's not bad. If I find something, your possum. No. Okay, and then I have Love My Dog from Reminisce. It's a dog thing. My Sushi, his brother, does this when he sleeps now, so that's going to be a perfect one for me to use for one of his layout that I'm going to do soon. Nope, okay, so back to these two. Yeah, I think I'll take the dog that has his legs spread out here. Hopefully that fits. So you can see that my 𝘄𝗶𝗍, I mentioned that in the journaling, he only have his right leg down onto the couch here, and it's because he lost his left legs due to cancer a couple years ago. So we had to amputate it because he had this very slow growing mast cell tumor that was huge, and there's no way for that, even though it was cancerous and it's very slow growing, but even so, you know, if you know it's cancer and you leave it in, it's just not a good idea, I don't think. So anyway, I don't have any paper that was long enough to join something, and it keeps sticking a little bit. So okay, so then I already went ahead and put tape on here, so I'm going to glue it down, and I know I'll show you in a little bit after I glue it down. The problem I had, yeah, I moved that over a tad just so that it's I think that's straight, right? Nope. There you go. Now that doesn't seem straight to me. Maybe my whole waterfall thing is crooked. Could be. Okay. I just put that down. So you see, as you pulling this, it's going to go, oops, something's sticking up. It's going to go like that. But the problem is, because I joined this, the two paper here, this part is quite raised. So it's hitting that last piece. So you need to pull it up in order for it to, see, it always hit right there. So it's no big deal. I just have to pull it up. So don't do that. Don't make it hit something right there, because even a thin little piece like that is going to give you some trouble. So anyway, that is my, I may go in and add a few more cluster here and there. You know, this part seems a little bit empty. And you know what? I may bring this down a little bit to give. This is a glossy paper. I may be able to pull this up relatively easy. Yes. It's a tape, so it's not HGT, so it's a little bit, yeah, do that. So that way, if I wanted to do a few more things up here, I have space. But I have to get this on YouTube because I'm running out of time, so I won't completely this, but this at least I think you have an idea. And I'm really happy that I was able to scrap lift Karren for this particular element. And yeah, let me know, comment below if you want me to show you this in detail, how to figure it out, regardless the size of everything and regardless of what size of this element you wanted to use. And also if you want me to show you how to do the thing on the 8.5x11 regular printer, printing it on your 12x12 paper. All right, but I hope you have a great time. Congratulations again, Karren. And it's her first YouTube hop, so we're having a little bit of technical difficulties getting the participant list together and stuff like that. So be patient. If for some reason you don't see the other participant video link down below in my description box, just come back to my video and they should be post sometime in, sometime today, between today and tomorrow. But in any way, say bye to 𝘄𝗃𝗃, and I will talk to you later. Bye.